All right, take three. Down here at the break of dawn in the community garden and massage parlor, smoking my Dagner with some Cornell and Deal's Star of the East, which is quite a hard hitting blend this early in the morning. I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break from that and just drink my coffee. I'm going to talk about politics. Stand back. Stand back. I'm finally going to do it without disclaiming the fact that I'm talking about politics. You guys have heard me say, just hit my elbow on the table. Ow! Only top-notch content here on the Gribley's Folly channel. So, you guys have heard me say, talking about launching Gribley'sFolly.com, where I'm blogging about global affairs and all that stuff, that I'm talking about politics over there, and I kind of disclaimed that. I said, don't go over there if you don't want to talk about politics. But here's the thing. We're not talking about politics in the way that you think people talk about politics. And when I say we, I mean me. There's nobody else over there writing right now. And so, given what's happened this week, Reince Priebus is out. Scaramucci is in. And the new guy, John Kelly, he's coming in. Trump banned transgender service members from the military. The healthcare repeal failed. John McCain made a big dramatic Senate vote. North Korea launched a new missile. None of it matters. None of that matters. In fact, no. Let's back up. North Korea launching missiles, that kind of matters. You know what I don't like about conspiracy theory videos? And I will admit, this is a conspiracy theory video, because the one way to make sure your video is a conspiracy theory video is to say, this is not a conspiracy theory. So I'm going to go ahead and say, this is a conspiracy theory, ergo, this is not a conspiracy theory. But the one thing I hate is they always take so long to get to the point. So let me go ahead and get to the point. All of this stuff is a distraction. All of this stuff is very brilliantly done, very well executed to distract the media and the American public and the public of the world from what is actually going on. All right, Gribley, what's actually going on? UFOs, reptilian overlords, intra-Walmart FEMA death tunnels. No, it's actually super boring and very predictable. Who killed JFK? Some guy with a rifle. All of this stuff is meant to distract us, the governed, from the basic and most fundamental quality of human governance, which is that those humans which are governing only want to maintain and increase their own power. This has been true since the days of Ashurnasirpal, way back in the Sumerians and Babylonians and, folks like that. They just wanted to increase their own power. That's all it was. Government is the best tool so far discovered for a human being to increase his or her power over other people. That's it. That's the whole deal. In all my work in politics, in all my work in media, the one constant that I kept coming back to was, wait a minute, you say you're fighting for this or you want that. You just want to increase your own power. Keep in mind that in our last election, both Hillary Clinton, right, inheritor of the supposed, best political dynasty in the history of America, and Donald Trump, right, slick Manhattan liberal businessman, both of those folks were fighting for the common man, right? It is a basic facet of human nature that we seek control. It is one of the things that separates us from animals, right? A bear, it seeks, fish jumping out of the creek, right? A human being seeks strategic control over their fishing spot. Now, are there likely some specifics in this case that Donald Trump is trying to distract us from? Yeah, absolutely. The failure of the healthcare repeal, his impending impeachment. Donald Trump is going to be impeached, y'all. He might not be removed from office. In fact, I think he likely won't be removed from office. But love him or hate him, whether he knew what he was doing or not, his campaign was a little too cozy with the Russians for him not to be impeached. Here's the thing. I don't even think he minds being impeached, because that is more drama. So what do? I don't know. Well, I spent most of my life thinking if I expose enough liars through journalism or advocacy or whatever, that the truthful folks who sought power would sort of rise into those positions. It's kind of a fallacy there. If you're a good, honest person, you don't seek power over other people. So I quit. I'm not playing the game anymore. Now, obviously, I'm paying attention. It's kind of a character flaw. I will admit that. But as much as I don't want to participate in any sort of advocacy, it makes me sad to see folks get really riled up about this stuff. I talk on the phone to my mom, and she is just livid one way, and then I talk on the phone to somebody else, and they're just livid another way, and I'm just like, y'all, it's all a sham. So what do? You go fishing. You go out in the woods. You play video games. You do whatever you actually enjoy, and you take care of your friends, and you take care of your family, and you work hard, and you save money, and you do the best you can in life, and you don't worry about it. Except the North Korea thing, and here's why. Trump has showed us time and time again that he's willing to do whatever it takes to distract us from his own failings. North Korea is offering ample opportunity for war. Firing a missile into the Sea of Japan, into Japan's economic exclusion zone or whatever. If I'm not mistaken, that is like an actual, literal act of war, right? I don't want to, we don't have time for me to get into the reasons why I believe this. But at some point, we're going to hit North Korea. And I mostly believe that because of what I can discern about the personality of Donald Trump. Donald Trump is not one to abstain from the use of power that he has. And he does have the power to hit North Korea. And when we hit North Korea, all bets are off. So yeah, I worry about that. I do worry about that. What can I do about it? Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. And I'm not even here to say he'd be wrong to hit North Korea. I don't know. I don't know what the geopolitical situation is over there, what's going on behind the scenes, all that. I think Kim is very simply underestimating Donald Trump if he thinks that he can missile test his way into coming to a negotiating table. I don't think that's going to happen. But long story short, we have this life. And if I have been on any sort of I've said it before, so I guess I can say it again. Gribley's Folly. It's just I hate using these words. Gribley's Folly is a spiritual journey. So when I'm not busy having my tarot cards read or doing downward facing dog or whatever, I try to focus on the idea that I'm already doing everything I can, and I'm not in control of any of it. And it's really fun to catch bass on a woolly bugger. That's the only answer I can come up with, y'all. So that's the kind of stuff you can expect over at Gribley'sFolly.com. That sort of political discussion, usually mixed in with some personal insights into what a terrible person I am. In half an hour, I'm going to a big ham radio event with a bunch of other, curmudgeonly old men, and then I've got a Saturday to myself after that. I'm pretty excited. I hope that you're not super offended by this video, but I've done my best, and I can't really do anything else about it. So keep the ends out for the ties that bind.